drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that.
همه هیاهو با اون همه ادعا رژیم صهیونی در زیر ضربات جمهوری اسلامی تقریباً از پا در آمد.
Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. They've backed up the
تبریک دوم مربوط به پیروزی ایران عزیزمون بر رژیم آمریکا.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand?
The Israel-Palestine conflict is not just a war. It's a century-old crisis filled with betrayal, displacement, power, and silence. It started in 1917 when the British government issued the Balfour Declaration promising a Jewish homeland. In Palestine, a land already inhabited by Arabs for centuries. After the Ottoman Empire collapsed, Britain took control under the League of Nations mandate and began allowing Jewish immigration, especially as anti-Semitism surged in Europe. After the horrors of the Holocaust, the global sympathy for Jews increased, but it came at the cost of the Palestinians. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan: 55% of land for Jews, 45% for Arabs. Jews accepted it. Arabs rejected it as unjust. In 1948, Israel declared independence. The very next day, war broke out. Israel not only won, but took 78% of the land, far beyond the UN plan. Over 700,000 Palestinians were expelled or fled, their homes confiscated, their villages erased in an event known as Al-Nakba. Refugees were scattered across Lebanon, Jordan, Syria, and Egypt, many still stateless today. The 1967 Six-Day War was another turning point. Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Golan Heights, and East Jerusalem, territories that remain occupied to this day. The UN responded with Resolution 242, calling for Israel to withdraw. It never did. Instead, illegal Israeli settlements kept expanding, violating Article 49 of the Fourth Geneva Convention, which forbids an occupying power from transferring its civilians into occupied land. Meanwhile, Palestinian resistance grew, from the PLO under Yasser Arafat to Hamas, which emerged in 1987, but Hamas's violent methods, including suicide bombings, gave Israel and its allies justification for full-scale assaults, especially on Gaza. In 2006, Hamas won elections, and in 2007, Israel imposed a brutal blockade on Gaza. Since then, over 4 major wars have erupted: 2008, 2012, 2014, and now the deadliest, 2023 to 2024. After Hamas's attack on October 7th, which killed over 1,200 Israelis, including civilians, Israel launched an all-out assault on Gaza. The response was massive and disproportionate. Over 37,000 Palestinians dead, 70% of them women and children, over 90,000 injured, and nearly 2 million displaced. Gaza's hospitals were bombed, aid convoys blocked, and water, fuel, and electricity cut. Actions the United Nations Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International have warned may constitute genocide and war crimes. Global reactions? Divided. Iran openly backs Palestine and arms groups like Hamas and Hezbollah. Turkey condemned Israel's attacks and called it ethnic cleansing. Qatar funds aid in Gaza and hosts Hamas leaders. Russia and China demand ceasefire, but not for moral reasons. They use the conflict to diplomacy. The United States, meanwhile, remains Israel's strongest ally, giving over $3.8 billion annually, vetoing every ceasefire, proposal at the UN, and supplying weapons used in the attacks. President Biden, despite public sympathy, continues to defend Israel's right to self-defense. France, Germany, and the UK follow suit, though protests within their own countries tell a different story. Over 57 Muslim-majority countries, including Saudi Arabia, UAE, Egypt, and Jordan, stay mostly silent or issue weak statements. Why? Fear of losing Western support, economic pressure, or diplomatic deals like the Abraham Accords, where Arab states normalize ties with Israel. While leaders shake hands, the streets of Gaza drown in blood. Famous voices have spoken: Malala, Jeremy Corbyn, Mohammed El-Kurd, Bella Hadid, and even Jewish figures like Bernie Sanders and Noam Chomsky have condemned the occupation. On the legal side, international criminal court investigations are ongoing, and South Africa filed a genocide case against Israel in The Hague, using the 1948 Genocide Convention as its legal basis. But courts move slowly, bombs do not. Social media has become the front line of truth. TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter are flooded with images. Children covered in dust, fathers holding dead daughters, journalists crying while reporting. Censorship tries to suppress it, but the world is watching. It's about a mother screaming in a hospital with no medicine, a child born under rubble, and a world deciding whether to look away or speak. If this continues, we don't just lose Palestine, we lose what's left of humanity, asterisk. And if this story moved you, don't just scroll. Speak up in the comments, share this voice. Hit subscribe so the truth doesn't disappear. Because silence helps the oppressor, but your voice can echo across the world.